So, well, I think it's a good time to start. It's 3 p.m. already, so most of us are here, and I'm just going to feel the assistance, the attendance. Sorry.
Okay.
Um, so Carmen is here, right?
Yes, I'm here.
Maria Jose, Daniel is also here. Melissa. Um, so- Maria Fernanda, are you here? No, there's nobody named Maria Fernanda. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so only Luis and Maria Fernanda are yet to come, but I think it's time to start. So, well, a few rules before we start. As Carmen, I think, said on the WhatsApp group, please keep your microphones muted so that way you can understand the other person better. And I think that would be the very basic rule. And if you see someone else is also trying to speak, just wait until the other person finishes so we can all understand. Um, I'm about to share my whole screen with you so you can see the presentation bigger because I don't like it like this. Give me a second. Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yes.
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 Perfect.
Yes.
Great. So I'm not looking into the chat. I'm looking at the presentation. So if you need to say something, please say it on the microphone, taking into account the rules we have previously set. So, okay, let's begin. This chat obviously is about storytelling. And well, here I put a quote that says, words enable us to think, story enables us to link, by Christina Baldwin. So any comments about this, any opinion? What calls the attention of this?
So me. I think it is a story we able to read because we relate to stories. We read words and we really like being I'm sorry, excuse me. Stories like relate to our experiences.
I couldn't catch that pretty well, not because of your pronunciation or anything like that. It was the audio, it wasn't so clear. Can you
Okay,
please repeat it?
of course. Basically what I said was that stories enable us to link because we relate to a story based on our experience.
Okay, I understood a bit more, but still not quite. So please check your microphone and see if there's something wrong with it,
Okay.
so you can keep participating. Someone else wants
Okay.
to try, say something about this? Okay, if not, we'll begin by the usual slide about introducing ourselves. So be free to begin. Tell your name, age, career, university, a random fact, and what do you think about storytelling. Okay, a random fact is something strange about yourself that you like, or something about you that you think is very random. For instance, one random fact about me is that I believe that the blue of the sky is not always the same. For me, that tone is different every day, and even it's different depending on the stages of I mean the stations. For me it's different. So that's a random fact. And what do you know about storytelling?
I am 22 years old. I'm studying mechanical engineering at USB. I don't know a random fact, sorry. And know that storytelling is a way to marca, I don't know how to say, connect to the customers.
Okay, good. Maybe if you can think of your random fact, you can say it like later. Okay.
Okay.
What was the word you couldn't say? Brand, like Coca-Cola, all of that.
Hello.
Hello, we hear you.
Okay. Hello, I'm Maria. I'm 24 years old. I'm studying dentistry at the UCB. I'm in the last year of my career. And I don't know a random fact. I didn't get that part so well. And I know that storytelling is about telling a short story of something, as my friend said, of a brand, of anything that a company wants to sell to the customer, maybe.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Well, just in case, random fact, it's something strange about you. For instance, I know some people that like to eat black beans with mayonnaise. Maybe that's a random fact. It's something.
Mm,
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a random fact, but my boyfriend has a lot. He always makes, I don't know, like pancakes with tablitos, or I don't know, cambura, something like that, with banana, sorry. So it's very kind for me. But I don't, myself, I don't have a random fact.
Okay, those were pretty funny actually. Thank you.
Well, my name is Laura Contreras. I am 18 years old. I study international affairs at the UCB. And a random fact, well, I die, literally die for peanut butter with every food I could eat it. And what do you know about storytelling? Well, exactly. That is a way that people can hook with other more than words, and you can connect by them.
Okay, thank you.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay, is it better now?
a little bit. Yes.
Okay. Hi, my name is Ariana Suarez. I'm 23 years old. I'm studying education at the UCB. A random fact is that I love cartoons, especially adult humor. And what I know about storytelling is that it's a skill that you can improve, but it has to do with trying, as someone said before, Laura, I think, to connect with people and to transmit a message.
Great. Thank you. Who's next?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Melissa Lopez. I'm 22 years old. I study international affairs at the UCB. And I don't know a random fact about me. I really don't know. And what do you know about storytelling? I think it's the way that you tell to other a story about, I don't know, about yourself. And I think it allows us to connect with other people.
Great. Thank you.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes.
My name is Andrea Martinez. I am 19 years old. I am studying mass communication at the Catholic University. A random fact about me is that I don't like hallacas. I don't like the smell. I don't like them. What do I know about storytelling is that in movies and commercials, emotions are very important. The emotion are the way to connect with the public.
Thank you. Oh my God, what terrible random fact.
I have my random fact.
Okay, go ahead.
I like chew plastic. I don't know why, but if you gave me a pencil or something like that, I chew until destroyed.
Okay. let's keep the plastic away from you.
Yes, one day I know a girl like that. She likes smell plastic.
Okay, those are random facts. Now you got it.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Maria Fernanda. I study public accounting at the UCB. I am 22 years old. I can't remember a random fact about me, but I am trying to remember. And what do you know about storytelling? But I really don't know anything about it. So
It's fine, don't worry. So I think only Luis is missing, I think. Is Luis Daniel, I guess. I'm sorry.
yes.
I'm so bad with names, sorry.
I guess it's my turn. Well, my name is Daniel Villegas. I'm 20 years old. I'm studying engineer telecommunication at UCAP. A random fact about me is, first, let me see. Well, actually, I love to cook. But not the usual way. I like to create new things, get some new mixtures with the food. I shouldn't be doing that, but I don't know. I really like that to create new things. For example, like one of my favorite dishes, chocolate arepas. What other thing I've meant? I don't know. Those kind of weird mixtures. I like to create to cook like that. And what do you know about storytelling? Well, actually, it's one of the most creative ways to introduce something, to sell something. I forget the word. The marketing, the marketing field actually uses a lot to sell the products. And I guess it's linked to the shop, I guess. And a random fact is I hate avocados.
Okay, thank you. Now you have to cook some chocolate arepas for us, definitely.
Well, if I see you next time, I will bring you a chocolate arepa, and I assure you, you will love that.
Okay, this is recorded, so he has a debt with us. Okay, so well, thank you very much, and thank you for trying hard to come out with a random fact. I think it was pretty funny, at least for me, it was really funny. Well, my name is Robert Molina. You have my name like all around the Gmail and the WhatsApp group, so you know it. I'm 21 years old. I study accounting at Unimed, and well, I have already told you my random fact, and well, it doesn't have. I mean, it's nonsense that I tell you what I know about storytelling because I created the slides, so I will skip that. So let's go to what's storytelling. But before going to the actual meaning or one of the meanings I found on the internet, I would like you to tell me if you know the difference between history and story.
History is like the history of the country or something like that, and a story is a telling. It's when you something that you know or that you hear or that you invent. I don't know.
I think that the story is a more informal thing. I don't know. It's my thought about it.
Okay, someone else wants to add something to the conversation?
Yeah, I think history is about the signature that you study, and a story is something that you tell to other people. And that is, I think that is the big difference.
Okay, good. Someone else?
Yes,
Hi.
I agree. I think that history is like a fact, and a story is like something you create and you tell to, well, people.
Okay, so yes, you're right. Who wants to read this? I mean, there are not a lot of slides to read, but the idea is that you speak more than me, so go ahead. Who wants to read?
Me,
Okay.
Maria. According to Oxford dictionaries, history is the study of past events, particularly in human affairs. Story, an account of past events in someone's life or in the development of something.
Exactly. So most of you were right about it. History is what we study at school. That's related to bigger events related to the humankind. And story, it's a tale and some events that are related to the life of someone, or yeah, basically the life of someone. So now this is the definition I found regarding storytelling. So someone different, please read.
I can
Can
read.
I? Well, go ahead.
Storytelling is the interactive art of using words and actions to reveal the elements and images of a story while encouraging the listeners. I can see the listener's imagination.
Okay, cool. Some comments about this? Okay, do you understand all of the vocabulary? Okay, I will assume you do, but just in case, encouraging is when you motivate, for saying it somehow, motivate someone to do something. Like in this case, you're motivating the imagination of the listener to activate, So, okay, I think you know the rest of the words. So let's go with the next one. Who wants to read this one?
Me, please. Me.
Go ahead.
Everyone can hear me very well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Different uses. Language teaching. Stories allow students to be creative and imaginative. Storytelling gives students a chance to practice oral fluency and extended discourse. Stories are authentic. What other advantage you think the stories have on education? Okay.
Okay, so you have a question here in the slide. So I hear you.
What?
Well, can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, I can that you can learning something new, I think.
I think it's a way to teach something but in a fun way. I don't know. The kids maybe fun with the story and it's not only a boring class or something like that.
Not only or fluency, but writing too. You can write stories too and share them or verbally. And it's also an opportunity in a class to make all the
I couldn't hear you so well. Could you please repeat that? Maybe speak a little bit slower.
okay. I think you can practice not only oral fluency but writing too. You can practice writing and you can read it to the class. That way you practice both skills, writing and speaking. And also I think it's a great way for classmates to know more about the rest.
Yeah, that was 10 times better. I could understand everything. Thank you. Okay, something else you want to add? Very good. I agree with everything you have said, actually. Someone else has another opinion, another
Yeah,
point?
well, like she said, the storytelling isn't only for uh, writing and telling verbally stories. It can be also body telling by body communication, expressions, and movie with the body movement, like in the theaters, like when they don't use any dialogue to talk, and all the story proceed with the movements and action of the actors.
Yes, exactly. Okay, I'm going to say to you, well, something that just came to my mind. For instance, especially in the careers that are related to management and business and all of that, we we actually uh, we actually see storytelling as a way to learn um, about successful or unsuccessful cases of business. especially in entrepreneurs, in entrepreneurship. Sorry. There are usually some events in which entrepreneurs have like a session, like a session, like an exposure, in which they tell the bad things they did when they tried to start a business and what they learned out of it. So I think storytelling is very useful for that, because it's a form of educating people, the people that want to start their own business. They can hear these stories and learn from them and say, okay, this guy went through this. I know that I shouldn't do this. I will do this instead, and so on. So in that field, it's storytelling is a very, very powerful thing to teach. Okay, shall we go to the next one, or someone else wants to say something?
Yes, I was thinking about what the other person said that in acting, yes, in theater plays, there are some ways of storytelling, like in expression, facial expression. So I think that is related to.
Great. It is. I agree with that as well. So here we have another use. Who wants to read? Someone new, please. I'm not seeing who is talking because I cannot see the handouts window. But please be honest and let
Can
other.
I?
Yes. If you're someone different, yes, I think you are.
In marketing storytelling, humanize the brand product, makes the public feel more related, creates empathy and emotions, key factor for successful sales, positions the brand in the minds of people. What are your favorite stories from brands?
Yeah, you can answer that question and also maybe say your opinion or a comment about these points that she has mentioned about what storytelling does in marketing. So go ahead.
I don't understand what the final thing that you say. What's your favorite story from brands? All brands or the videos? Do you get us?
I think
Another one.
from the videos.
No, the videos we will discuss them later.
Oh, okay.
There's a slide for talking about the videos. Yeah, sorry for that. You might.
Okay. I don't know. I love the stories from Coca-Cola. I watched one advertisement like about the adaptation is a little girl, Asian girl, and her parents try to say she's adopted, and she's like, it doesn't matter, we are different, but we love, and it's very, very nice.
I remember another commercial of Coca-Cola, I think it is, that is the most recent, that the two brothers, and we see how the other brother annoy the little one, his little brother, and when he sees that other persons, other guys are bullying him, he protects him, and that makes that the public does it see the commercial feel what do you say more um, it make them the people like the brand of the Coca-Cola and they buy the product. Another brand that use that kind of commercial. Well, I don't really know. Don't I can remember another one.
Okay, someone else?
Well, I don't know if you have seen it, and even I don't know if it is a Coca-Cola advertisement or a Pepsi. This appears on the center and is, I think they focus on, there are a big group walking or running on the street and protesting or defending their ideals. And yeah, one guy see the model and they are drinking a Pepsi or Coca-Cola, and the message is that I think you have to defend your deal, and that is fine. Later, she joins to them in the march. I don't know.
Nice. I have to look for it.
What?
Okay. Is someone trying to speak?
Actually, I remember those old Pepsi commercial about soccer. One that I remember that I really liked was it was Pepsi in 2004, 5. I don't remember exactly when, but it was the journey that a soccer player took from the very first beginning. When he was playing, and those street on the street until he get to the big leagues. I don't remember the name of the player, but they made a commercial since he started until I don't remember he get to the big league. I don't remember which one, but I like the journey, the rock band music that was playing at the background. Actually, he encountered to so many famous players like Lionel Messi, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Ronaldinho at that time, Zidane. I remember, I don't know, I really like it because they shot the journey of that player since he started. Another that I like is, I don't know if you remember, bro. That's another Pepsi commercial. It was when the soccer cup, my World Cup, that they were playing against some sumo fighters. These guys, Ronaldinho, which one else? I don't remember those old David Beckham, those old famous players. What else? No, I guess those are the only that I remember that I actually liked.
Yeah, I think that in general, Coca-Cola and Pepsi are the masters of using storytelling marketing. There are a lot of commercials of that brands that are so remembered and so cool. And in Venezuela, I think that Polar used that strategy a lot too. For example, with the stories of the players, Sub-20, Peñaranda, and the other ones, I think that that type of commercials really humanize the brands or the products.
I remember also Unicasa song every Christmas. Uh, I don't remember. I really like when I hear that song. It reminds me when I was young, when I was a child actually. The feeling about waiting Christmas to receive the gift from. Well, actually that time was Niño Jesus. I don't know. I really like the music. How it was En única es Navidad. That song.
Yeah, that is epic.
I think we gotta remember that. Okay, really good. I agree. Like Pepsi and Coca-Cola are like big monsters doing like storytelling with their products.
And Unicasa.
And Unicasa as well. Well, though that's not necessarily a story, but yeah, it's they used a song for touching our emotions basically. So I think that was very effective.
Our national movie.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Someone else. Well, I would mention another national commercial, but not created by a national brand, but it's Ford Venezuela. They, since the last let's say 4 years approximately, I'm not pretty sure about that, but they have released some Christmas, New Year, more like New Year's commercials, in which they created an animation to highlight the important and good things that happened to Venezuelans during that year. For instance, I remember the one of I don't know, I don't remember one in specific, but they highlighted, for instance, when Venezuela when a Venezuelan movie won a Goya award. Uh, some matches. I'm very bad at sports, so I don't remember the prizes that our teams had taken during those years. But all of that, and also when Dudamel played at other countries and all of that, it's shown on all of these accomplishments and good and positive things are reflected on those commercials, and they brought like a very positive feeling for the new year to begin. So I think that's one of my favorite ones. Okay, someone else wants to say something? You will get bored of that question. I will ask it like 1,000 times.
Well, talking about favorite advertisement, I have a commercial I like very much when they show in the TV. That is, there are two. One that is about like a detergent product. I think it's called Dive. That is like a group of women that are they dancing in a platform, and the video changed the clothing they wear with the rhythm of the music they dancing. The other one is one of a bank in here in Venezuela. I don't remember the qual, which one. That is the people that use checks to pay bills. So they team the commercial to be like 80 yeah, the thing of the commercial is like they were in the 80s, and they pay everything with checks or cash, and the advertisement promote the use of the debit cards. but it is very common, and when I hear it in the radio, it was very good.
I don't remember that, but it sounds like pretty funny and interesting, actually. Okay, another question for you. What other areas might use storytelling, and what for? With which objective or purpose would they use storytelling? Do you understand the question?
Yes, I understand the question. I think that, well, sorry, I don't know. Some YouTubers use the storytelling for the videos in order to tell to the public the story of their lives, and the relationships that they have with the boyfriends or girlfriends, and I don't know. I think that it's for creating empathize with the public.
Yes, yeah, and they make a lot of money out of it, actually.
Yes, I think that other area maybe like fashion, like the fashion business, because I have seen that some clothing brands use storytelling to sell the products.
Yeah.
I think the other area maybe could be when you want to or I don't know, you maybe use the storytelling to connect with the people, and then donate you in some crowdfunding or something like that.
Yes, for fundraising, it's very useful. Okay, another idea of where to use storytelling. Okay, let's move on. If something comes to your head, even if the question, if we're talking about something else, you can bring that up. Okay, so here we'll see some phrases that you might use during storytelling. They can be useful for you, especially to connect the ideas and the moments that are going around on your story. So, who wants to read them?
I can. Oh, well, I guess she
Can you hear
wanted.
me?
Okay, yes, go ahead.
Me? Okay. Phrases you may use. To begin your story, make sure to use a comma after the introductory phrase. To begin with, I began my education in London. First of all, I opened the cupboard. To start off with, we decided our destination was New York. Initially, I thought it was a bad idea.
Okay, yeah, I think, well, all of these are pretty easy phrases that just for you to keep them in mind. Okay, thank you for reading. And here's another slide. Someone read it, please.
To continue, then I start to get worried. We knew that there would be next. We decide on our strategy. As soon as we arrived, We unpacked our bags. We were sure everything was ready, but then we discovered some unexpected problem. I telephoned my friend Tom.
Okay, cool. Any doubts, questions about some of these phrases or any word? Okay, next one then. Someone read it, please.
Interactions on the story plus new elements. Suddenly, a child bursts into the room with a note for Mrs. Smith. Unexpectedly, the people in the room didn't agree with the measure.
Okay, perfect. Any doubts about that? Okay, I guess none.
Yes, I have a doubt.
Okay.
What is burst? I think that was the word. A child burst into the room.
Burst is like something very very rushed, you know, like if you enter a room like rushed. Yes, do you get it?
Okay, yes, I think so. Thank you.
Like you're in a hurry and you're like move chairs and everything.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for asking. This is the idea. That is the idea of this. Okay. Who would like to read this one?
Phrases you may use for events occurring at the same time. While I was giving the presentation, a member of the audience asked an interesting question. Jennifer told her story. I prepared dinner. During the meeting, Jack came over and asked me a few questions. We explored a number of approaches during the presentation.
Okay, there's a missing word there in the second sentence. I apologize for that, but the phrase or the word in this case is as. I mean, the sentence would be, Jennifer told her story as I prepared dinner. As is a synonym for while.
Okay.
Do you get that? Some questions?
Yes, what this approach?
As well, I was going to ask that.
Okay.
Approaches. What it means.
Or approaches. Okay. An approach can have two meanings. If it is a verb, like approaching, it's when something is going next to you. Yes, like it's coming near and near you. That is when something is approaching. For instance, a car is approaching to a wall. It's when the car is getting closer and closer to the wall. That is when it is a verb. In this case, it's not a verb. It was just only for general culture. A number of approaches are different points of view or different ways of studying the same thing. Yes?
Yes.
Let's see if I can come with an example. For instance, you may have different approaches regarding the situation in Venezuela.
Okay.
You can create a forum with 5 different people from different careers, and all of them will have a different approach to the Venezuelan crisis.
Okay. Yes, I got you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for asking. Thank you. Okay, someone else has a question? Okay, I think you don't. So this is the last one of these phrases you might use. Someone please read it.
I read.
Okay.
Ending the story. Finally, I flew to London for my meeting with Jack. In the end, he decided to postpone the project. Eventually, we became tired and returned home.
Great. Are there any questions?
Yes, what is flew? Is like the pass of flight.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Okay. Now we have the slides of regarding the videos. Maybe this is a repeated question. Would you recommend us some others? But well, who would like to tell their opinion about the videos? Let's start with the first one. Nike, I would run to you. What's your opinion? And these two questions are for you to help shape your opinion. Like, how did you feel with it? What was your favorite part? And anything else you think of this video of Nike, this commercial?
Well, that was my favorite video. I was so happy. I don't know. I want to sing with them. And for example, about the Coke, I really didn't understand it. I don't know why. And the other one was too large, and it's boring for me. It's my opinion.
Okay. Do you have a favorite part of for instance, that the Nike I would run to you? Do you have a favorite part?
No, I think that the whole video is funny. And as I said, I really want to sing with that people. So I'm going to Google the song.
Okay.
Well, I think the Nike commercial was a little unrealistic with the running part, because the woman, the man, just run like a few miles and then pass out, and he needs the help of an ambulance. He stayed in a hospital like 1 night or 2 days. I don't think, I don't know. And the woman, all that time that his boyfriend is in the hospital, he's running day and night, and that's like a little unrealistic. Like, he never gets tired. He is always running and running and running and running. um, about the Coke commercial. Well, it was really funny how the bear is pushing and putting apart the other birds just to catch the bottle. That was my favorite part. And the other one, the most hurtful and inspired commercial ever made. Well, there are a lot of commercials like that, and that title is like a little predictable. But I have seen that commercial before, so no, I don't know. don't really care about those commercials. That's all I can say.
Well,
Okay, cool.
for me, my favorite one was the most careful and inspiring commercial ever made. I haven't seen it before, but I love all the message. I interpret the message that, well, my interpretation that when we do the right, that will return to us, maybe now or tomorrow. I don't so fast to perceive it, but something we don't realize is that what we get back are more than what we gave, and even in other ways, much more rewarding. And I think that storytelling it works so much because it's useful, because it makes a great connection emotionally with the people, with a beautiful message. And trying to understand also how Maria said the Coke 22 advertisement, I think that they tried to reflect that a polar bear wants so much his Coke that that desire push him to do anything to resist it. So that when we want so much something, we overpass or cross all the obstacles. I interpreted that message. I don't know that is it right.
Okay, such a deep interpretation of the commercials, but pretty cool actually. You made an analysis out of them, so it's pretty cool.
I only watch the commercial of Nike and the third one because I don't know why cool commercial doesn't open in my cell phone. I think the commercial of Nike was very fun. The other one was very deep and I don't know. You can see these men help other people and that's very nice and that's the best of the three ones. And my favorite part of the most hurtful and inspiring commercial ever made is when the girl comes to the school because it's very cool that it's not only ask money for eat or for drugs or whatever, it's for the school. And I think that is very important message. And I recommend you. Share the no share. I don't know. I share the name of the commercial of Coca-Cola that is Save You and is Adopción, Comer Juntos, Alimenta tu Felicidad, Coca-Cola. Do that storytelling.
Okay, maybe the ones you recommend us, the ones you mentioned, I would like you to put them on the WhatsApp group because I love watching videos. So if you can, please send it there at the end of the chat. I would appreciate it pretty much.
Yes, I sent to the WhatsApp group.
Thank you. Okay, there are some people that haven't said anything about the videos. Can you please tell us your opinion?
Well, I really like the first commercial that you sent about Nike. I think it's really related the fact of the girl running across the cities because that made me think that your shoes was really good because we run on the desert and the cities and mountains and all that stuff. And I like that part of the commercial was related to the brand and in a funny way with the song and with the man who was always tired. I think that was my favorite part, the relation between the brand itself and the commercial. And the second one, I don't like it pretty much. I think it was normal. I didn't see the deep part of the beer. I don't know. As my friend said, the beer wants the coat so bad, so he didn't care anything. I didn't see that part. I think it was a normal commercial. And the third one, for me, it was good because I really like volunteers, so I like those commercials that try to send a message from the for the people. That, I think.
Great, thank you. It's someone else that still has.
Well, I like the third video. The video makes you feel that you can be a better person. And maybe you won't be rich, you won't be famous, but I think that video has a great message. I don't know, like I prefer that video, and that's it.
Okay, thank you. Is someone missing? I'm not sure because I'm not, as I told you, I'm not seeing the Hangouts window, so I'm not pretty sure that all of you have already said something.
Well, for me, the night commercial was really funny. I liked the song, and I wasn't thinking if it was realistic or not because I really loved the colors in the photography and the song. The second one, I didn't understand it. I didn't feel it. I didn't like it. And the last one, I really love it because I think that it was about unconditional love. This guy was doing things for everyone, and he wasn't expecting anything in return. And it almost made me cry. So it was my favorite video.
Okay, thank you. Well, I think all of you have already spoken. If not, just you feel free to interrupt me.
Yes, finally. It's kind of funny because when you want to speak, you turn on your microphone, and then someone else starts to speak. I don't know. I guess I have too many programs open, so it's kind of slow. When I'm trying, someone else is first for after me. Well, finally. Nike, I will run to you. Well, as every other brand, sport brand, that they want to say, hey, if you wear Nike, you will be better. It doesn't matter, and that's what actually the commercial is saying. If you wear this Nike, you will run. You could sing actually while doing that. I know for me it was an average commercial for sport club. The Coke drink, I didn't love it, but I didn't like it too. I've seen a lot of those kind of commercial, Coca-Cola and Pepsi, that the main characters do anything to save the drink because the drink is special, is the most awesome thing in the world. I don't know, as someone else said before, it's kind of repetitive. seeing the same thing over and over again. As everyone else too, I liked the third one, the Spark commercial. I've seen the video before, and the first time that I see it, I really loved it because it shows you a story about if those little action that you do in the past will regard you in the future in a good way when you are in need. I would recommend you that recommend that video to some, I don't know, to anybody, to someone.
Okay, thank you, and I'm very happy that you made it with your microphone. I'm sorry because I hadn't realized that. So cool that you were finally able to speak up. So, well, I see you didn't like much the Coke 2012 catch. I didn't love it either. I shared it because I wanted to express like three different emotions in the videos. And the thing I liked about the Coke commercial was that for me it was funny and somewhat tender as well. And another important thing is that it was a story with no words. It's something I truly liked about that one because it tells you a story that maybe if they have used words, it would have lost the meaning, or yeah, the special part, because it's like, well, there once upon a time there was a bear that couldn't catch the Coke, and he like fail and make other people fail as well, but at the end he caught the Coke. So if you used words like the story is the most stupid story in the world, but as they didn't, I don't know, I found it like attractive and funny. And to the other two, I agree with most of what you have said. For instance, the third one is like my favorite video ever. I think it's very inspiring. Maybe not the most heartfelt and inspiring commercial ever made, because that's like too spectacular title. I agree with the one who said like, yeah, there are other commercials like that. In fact, they are. So but well, that one I particularly love it. And it was cool that in the Nike commercial, the girl was the one that was turning off. Maybe it was a message for supporting feminism somehow, maybe, to don't seem like they're a sports brand mainly made for men, and show that, yeah, they take girls into account too. Maybe that's the intention they had by doing so. It's what I think. So, well, thank you very much for sharing your opinions. I truly enjoy listening to all of them. And yeah, feel free to share some recommendations on these videos on the WhatsApp group, and the rest of us will watch them. So there's another quote. I truly love quotes, so if someone may please read it.
I can read it. The purpose of a storyteller is not to tell you how to think, but to give you questions to think upon.
Okay, thank you. Maybe if you can move to a place that is a little bit quiet, I would appreciate it, because there's a lot of noise surrounding you. If it is possible, perfect. If not, it's fine. Just a recommendation. Some questions, not questions, some comments about this. Okay, maybe not. It's really deep stuff to digest. So, yeah. Well, just a quote I found. Okay, now just an exercise to tell your own stories. We will be talking about 6 different kind of stories that maybe all of us have gone through. Yes, I think we all have gone through some of these situations. So to begin, I would like you all to tell us about your first day at university. How was it? How did you feel? I don't know, anything you want to tell us about that day.
Well,
Well,
Actually, I was scared as hell. I can't deny that. But actually, I was like willing to go to the first class, to see the university, the around, to meet new people. It was a, I remember, actually, it was a good moment if I remember. Well, actually, when you say to tell us about your first day at university or experience about that, or you want to us to create a story about that.
No, your experience. You don't have to make something out of it. Just how was it? How it was? If you want to tell us your journey because something happened during the moment you left your home until the moment you got to the university, that's also okay.
All right. I live near to university, actually 5 minutes walking. A friend of mine actually go to the same university to do CAP. We get off to well. Let me see again. We go to we get we went is the word I was looking for. We went to university because I didn't want to go alone the first day. And it's kind of funny because when you see the first day of everyone's university, you see there's a bit of proof of people because I don't know. I guess they feel like a frightened to go alone. We were all two by our own. I don't know. It was like a frightened at the same time, but I was like excited at the same time to see to get to the first classes, to see how the university is, the difference between the high school to the the high school, no, to secondary or the high school. Here is high school, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, to the high school, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
well, I don't talk about my first day in the university. I talk about the vivenciales. I don't know how to say vivenciales in English, but it's like I don't know, like a reunion with all new students, and we know each other and play games and something like that. I went to Vivenciales alone because I'm from Bolivar State and I didn't know no one in Caracas. I didn't know where were the Vivenciadas, and I look a girl and I asked her where. Hey, did you know where's the Vivenciales? And she answered me very hateful. Is there and whatever. I was a stand, and the people who make the Vivenciales says their names, and you go to the one group. And that girl were in my group, and now is my best friend of the university.
Okay. Life is strange.
Yeah. It's a funny history because she is very hateful, but I don't know, it's my best friend now.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
Next
I,
one.
Sorry. I remember. I also remember my vivenciales. I studied at the USB too. That first day was like very. I try to not look like a new student. All the people now told jokes of all the new students that entered to the university, and I was one that looked exactly like those jokes. I was lost in between the buildings, looking for the classrooms, uh, the right place to see the class. And one thing I remember is looking at my cell phone, all distracted, all distracted, and then uh, trying to think where the glass was, and I go to a like a stand and post with the map of the university, and I don't even knew where I was. I looked the map and I didn't know where I was. So yeah, that was my first day at the university. Well, when I find my classroom, all go through very well. Uh, I I went with my other classmates to the other classes because we shared all the sections of um, the topics. I don't know the word, but yeah, that was my first day at the university.
Okay, thank you. What was that word you couldn't find?
The the topic of the class, the la materia,
The subject.
the subject, exactly.
Okay. Okay, someone else?
Yes, me. I remember that my first day at university, I was with my best friend because I didn't I didn't want to be alone, but then she left me alone, and I went to the wrong class, and I was very scared. And well, I don't remember anything else, but I know that I was lost at the Catholic University, and it is a small university, so then I was pretty mad, but well, now it is in the past.
Okay, thank you. The next one, please.
Yes, me. I really don't remember so much about my first day at the university, but it was pretty easy because my cousin was studying at the school already. I remember that I was really, um, I don't know, freaked out with the teachers or the professors, which with one in particular that it's so I don't know how to say, so difficult to treat with, but I don't know, it was a pretty first day, I think.
Cool, glad it was.
What?
I'm glad it was a good day.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so someone else. Well, we have like 9 or 10 minutes left, so I'm going to let you pick up like any of the other stories. I mean, if you want to tell us about the last movie you watched, or maybe a movie that you loved so much, you can do it. So go ahead and tell us a story about any of the options you have in there.
Well, me, the last book I read was called The Universe is a Dream. And what it says is that this physical world is an illusion that we created, and that the other people we see in this dream are us. So what we are, well, the other people are mirrors of what we are. So if something or someone is, we are, if someone we don't like, no, wait. If we see in this world someone we don't like or a situation we reject, it is because we are rejecting, or we are afraid of that part of us, and it is inside us. And the way to awake from this dream is to learn to love everyone, and to accept everyone, and to accept us without trying to change and well, that is pretty interesting.
Wow. What a story, for real.
Well,
Okay, so someone else, go.
oh no, Daniel, go ahead.
It's kind of delay when I want to turn on the microphone, and I don't know, it's kind of slow. It's not a funny anecdote, but it's like a shame anecdote that I have. I remember that I used to be on a dance academy, but when then I entered to university, I couldn't go then. But I was a friend of the teacher, principal teacher, and I remember that she asked me for a favor to do the presentation for the dance choreography that they were having at the theater, and I said, well, I could do it. And the story was about the like a some aliens or something like that. And she wanted me to create like a spacecraft crashing on an unknown planet. And I said, like, well, I could do it. But I remember that day I was at the console. My only task that I had to do was to play the video that I created. I remember that day was another girl controlling the light. And she told me, well, we should sync the time when when the aircraft crashed to the light. And I said, well, we could do it. I turn off the audio, they plug out the audio because the people were entering to a theater, so they couldn't hear it. And I remember that we do the test. Well, then we get to the presentation. Everybody was cheering, saying happy to see the girls dancing on the theater. And then the curtains open. The girls were on the stage, and I have to play the video. But the video didn't have sound. And at that moment, I get in panic because I say, "Oh my goodness, this is not working. This is not working." And everybody was seen, and the girls were on the stage. I remember that the teacher was like doing gestures with the hands, like, what is happening? Why the sun is doesn't working? And it was no, I didn't have idea why. And he said, well, is it the principal console that they have a problem? I remember one of the staff of the theater ran out to the main console to see me. Well, what is happening? The sun is not working. And I said, well, the problem is not here. The problem is above. And and the people then start to boo, like boo boo, and it was like, oh my god, what is happening? And then I realized, and well, then the curtains closed, and everybody was like angry. The girls were staring at me with a hate face. Then I realized that I connect the audio on the microphone. That was the song wasn't working. Actually, when I was trying to see, as I say, well, maybe I put the wrong video with no audio, and when I closed the the video, everybody was seeing the screen of my laptop, all the programs that I have, the video games, the files. Was kind of shame that. Then I look again, the curtains, when I realized that my mistake, the curtains open and everybody was, hey, finally, finally. I put the video and it was working at the time. I don't know, it's one of my funny anecdotes because it was the first time that I actually have to say that I feel ashamed. It's not a good feeling, I have to admit it.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. Okay, someone else that would like to tell us a story?
Well, I want to tell the last movie I watched. Well, it was Terror in Amityville. It was a kind of adaptation of, I don't know if you know about it, that murder of an entire family by their own son, and then he make a suicide, and he said that his relatives were demons. But the movie is different, the ending is different, because with the new family in that house, the lead or the main actor is saved by his own family before he murdered them. But before to be a bad spoiler, I just will say that the whole is very good, and even more that terror movie, I would say that it is a good suspense movie to see how to enjoy. So I recommend you to see it. Terror in Amityville.
Yeah, what's the name again, please?
Terror in Amityville. Yes, the last name is quite complex. Is with Ryan Reynolds. Terror in Amityville.
Okay, thank you. Okay, someone else wants to say a story? I think we can hear at least 2 more stories, if you're okay with that. Okay, no one? You ran out of stories?
Well, no, but I don't really know how to tell him. I can tell what my favorite trip I had where was when I went to Argentina in 2009 to visit my family in there. We went uh, to Mendoza and Buenos Aires to see my aunts and cousins. Um, in that time, we stayed for like a month. It was in December, so we celebrate with them the Christmas and the New Year Eve. And like in that week, we had those celebration. We ate like we had like one barbecue uh, every day. And it wasn't only with my family, but with also with my father's friends he has in Argentina, and it was really crazy. I was fit before going to Argentina, and when I come back to Venezuela, I gained too much weight. And it's funny because I was practicing tennis in that time, and everyone that saw me when I came back did ask me that where did you get where how much did you eat? And I told them, no, well, I eat like too many barbecues, meat, and I don't know how is say. Well, in general, is that we ate too much meat in barbecue, and yeah, that's the story. That was my favorite trip. Why? Because we eat a lot.
Okay, thank you. I think that was a part of your funny anecdote and also your favorite trip. So thank you for sharing it. Well, I don't know if someone else wants to share something. Please speak now. Okay, if you don't, then well, I had prepared another activity, but obviously I realized that we wouldn't have time for it. It was like 2 games, but well, it will be in another occasion. So thank you very much for attending to this chat and for being so open for reading and telling stories. It was like my first virtual chat. So, well, I have to confess, I prefer the physical ones, like going to the place and watching people and interact with others. But well, I think this one was cool. I was laughing like all the time, but you didn't realize. So, is someone there that wants to read? I heard like there's a microphone that's not muted. Okay, it seems like
Inside of
okay.
inside each of us is a natural born storyteller. We release.
By Robin Moore, who is writing. So, well, I wanted to finish with this quote so that you know that all of us are storytellers, and yeah, all we need to do is release that storyteller that lives within us. Some deep quotes again, so I hope you enjoyed the chat. If you have any feedback about the chat, please let me know, as I will be having this chat like 2 more times or something. So please let me know what you like, what you didn't like. You can test it on WhatsApp. You can send me an email, whatever you like. I would appreciate your feedback, like pretty much. So this is it from my side. I don't know if you have something else to say, but well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
too.
you.
I really like this class.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Good to know.
Guys.
Bye.
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 Take care.
Actually, it was the
Okay.
first chat that I really enjoyed here on Hangouts. The others were totally